My name is Lourdes Gonzalez, and this is my presentation on gifted students. For my introduction, all gifted students may be viewed as those who have the ability that exceeds grade or age level expectations by 2 years or more. Some gifted students have the potential to exceed expectations but need teachers who understand their different learning needs to develop that potential. Sometimes gifted kids do not appear gifted at school but demonstrate gifted characteristics at home. Asynchronous development is common with gifted kids. This is seen with children are highly advanced in one or more areas and average in other areas. Characteristics that gifted kids may have or may show: learn at a much earlier age than other age peers, as well as faster, become high achievers and motivated by high grades, delight in completing work with precision and excellence, have advanced vocabularies and verbal abilities for their age level, have understanding memories, possess lots of information, and be able to process it in sophisticated ways, learn some things very easily with little help from others, and seek to master certain topics of study. However, there are also other instances that we may not stereotype gifted kids with, and we tend to forget that not all children are the same. But some gifted kids may resist doing homework or schoolwork, or there sometimes tends to be sloppy in a careless manner, become frustrated with the pace of the class and what they perceive as stagnant or mundane progress. They rebel against routine, reasons for why things are done a certain way, resist taking direction or orders. Often they tend to daydream, monopolize class discussions, want to be the center of attention, and become bossy with peers and teachers. My advice to teachers, or what I have learned over the past few chapters, is teachers must remember to not panic when gifted students are facing dilemmas in the classroom or are acting a certain way. As a teacher, one must remember to understand the academic, social, and emotional needs of gifted students. Not all students are the same or in the same learning development, while differentiating instruction and compacting curriculum for them. So we must remember that just because they're gifted, it doesn't mean that they're also still children, and in the end, they also need help as well and direction and guidance, and can noticeably diminish negative behaviors and enhance their more positive ones if we just tend to still support and encourage them along the whole way. Social emotional needs of gifted learners. Extra perception is a gifted person whose practice may be art or science, and they are very good when it comes to small differences, and to them this makes a huge one. So for us it can be something so small, but for them it can mean so much. High involvement. Gifted students are involved in anything that they are passionate about and could go off in detail. So in a discussion during class, a gifted student may go on and on about a certain like a procedure or an animal that they're passionate about and go off into detail and go on about their detail and beauty and so on. Gifted individuals perceive greater levels of complexity in the world around them and find this complexity interesting and meaningful. Sometimes, those who are gifted tend to become perfectionists. These are children who have themselves in high standards and are often too difficult to reach. Sometimes these children are tended to not be praised and often find themselves hopeless or always trying to please someone, such as their parents, teachers, bosses, and so on, and they just want to show and have someone to be proud of them. Also, uneven integration. Often these children are stereotyped in being great at everything, but often not all children are great in everything, but often in just certain subjects. Giftedness in asynchronous development is which advanced cognitive abilities and heightened intensity combine to create experience and awareness that are not common in most children. Many children have faced concerns such as bullying and unsupportive environments. These can be teachers that are not that helpful or who do not find themselves trying to challenge these children. Often teachers require modifications in parenting, teaching, and counseling in order to help them develop optimally. Also, twice exceptional can be a student who is identified gifted but yet also diagnosed with a disability. For example, it can be a child who is advanced in reading, who can be higher in a different grade level, but still having difficulty learning the appropriate grade level in math. So in this case, a teacher should still help them in math according to their needs, but still encourage them and demonstrate to them how well they're doing in the subjects that they are doing in. So overall, in conclusion, recommendations to a teacher with gifted children should include always being supportive, communicative, and making sure that the parents are also doing what they can at home to help the child so that the child can have the same routine at school and at home. Never make the child feel hopeless or dumb if he is twice exceptional, because they also of course have feelings and it doesn't help in a school setting. Make sure to challenge the students if they are showing signs of boredom and uninvolvement. So we tend to focus on those children that have certain disabilities and needs, but also children that are gifted. We have to encourage them to become challenged, but at the same time, not all gifted students have the same desire to learn to the extreme. So we just have to remember to observe children and learn and teach them according to everyone's ability. This is my presentation, and I hope you've enjoyed it.